So Char Ansible, Professor Otaku, made a crappy video recently, and I'm going to rip it to shreds. He decided to critique a show I hold near and dear to my heart, G Gundam, which I claim is the greatest attempt at a crossover between the Super Robot series and Gundam ever devised. Sure, the show has its fair share of problems, animation being one of them, but I love the weird concoction it cooks up for its viewers. I don't know whether it's the weird or goofy robot designs, or the over-the-top fighting, or the edgy and mysterious main protagonist, but this show hits all of the notes I love to see in any good shonen anime. So let's get into this video he made. He begins by telling the viewers how they should feel about the show before describing his critiques. A great way to start off any critique, right? After he berates you for how you feel about the show, he opens up with his first major point, which is, this is a super robot show, not a real robot show, and it's a tournament fighter. He's specifically angry that it doesn't fit into the Gundam genre neatly. Basically, he's mad that it's labeled a Gundam show. This is a very weak point because, let's be honest, no one cares. Whether or not a show fits into its label is not a factor that affects the quality of the show itself. But he doesn't seem to understand this. It's during this point that he makes a comparison with an edit that I find particularly egregious. He compares G Gundam to Yu Yu Hakusho and says that that is a bad thing. The main problem I have with this critique is that Yu Yu Hakusho is an amazing show. This critique sounds more like praise than criticism. He continues ranting for a bit about the creators and then jumps into the worst part of the video. He calls G Gundam racist. Look, buddy. G Gundam is no more racist than Black Panther or the World Cup. Both of those things have the same oversimplification problem, except one of those places is real, and the oversimplification is done by the country trying to represent themselves. Trying to represent every country in a world tournament and making a few mistakes here and there is not racism. Your critique that this show is racist isn't just inaccurate, it's also dangerous if Tamino himself hears it. Tamino already has the proclivity to be an isolationist. So the fact that he even allowed representation from other countries in the show at all was a major step forward. You seem unaware of the struggle it is to get content from Japan, especially with the Gundam series, and your claim that G Gundam is racist actively hurts the goodwill between the US and Tamino that it takes to get Gundam anything in America. You are actual trash for saying that, and it would be better for all Gundam fans if you delete your video now. Anyways, in conclusion, Professor Otaku made a bad video based on his opinions that no one wanted to hear at all, and he should be very ashamed of himself. That is all.